they turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now Wentz on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
6-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. left side, complete. It's Grant. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
57. Mike, 57. I got it. 57.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
gun on third down. Wins. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on first down, Wentz, and the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Go, go. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
57. Mike, 57. Bring it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
Is good. That ties the game at 7. Just in time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
64. Weak. Hey, wahoo.
Minshew sets to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up second.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the
now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. For the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. It's caught left side by John Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To John Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Minshew. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. 57. Mike, 57. Switch up, switch up. 57. Lead grip.
It'll be Minshew again. Gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
57 to Mike.
From the 41, Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Minshew. And able to find John Brown. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. John Brown with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 17, Vikings 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 23-yard line.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Wentz now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Wentz gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Myles Garrett and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming. Check three.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
57's Mike 57. Exit. Hey, check Mike 52.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, seam 6. Check 13. 57.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 31, Vikings 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out.
Under pressure, they got him again. Corey Legion, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check nickel. Watch the
To try again after the sack. Wentz, and brought in by the tight end Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Vikings 1st down.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Switch.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
57 Mike 57. Oh, you got deep? Shit. Stand. Hey.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
On first down, Wentz. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Barkley on the handoff. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Wentz's pass.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the